Hey, once again, we are back. This is Beezus.
And Jeremy.
We are here again. Welcome. Here to talk about what we talk about. Sports, baby. As you can see, once again, we back at it. Go Celtics. I can't stress the digs. You're probably always going to see me in something Celtic, Patriot, Red Sox. You know, the war outfits. So, but hey, Jeremy, what's going on?
Nothing much. I mean, I watched you guys play the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Okay.
Cleveland got you this time. It was a good game, though.
One and one. We'll split that.
But
I'm not mad at that.
But they haven't lost other than that, have they? They've rolled through.
I mean, we're just it's one of those things where we're on a good run. We got some little injuries here and there. Derek White wasn't playing the other night. He had a little mild sprained ankle, but he's back cashing these threes out. Brown, he didn't play the other night, but he came back and he's always effective. And I don't think he gets the credit he deserves. I'm a diehard Celtic fan, so I don't think he gets the credit that he deserves because he's definitely a key piece to the Celtics. But that man, Peyton Pritchard.
I don't know why a lot of the Celtics don't get the praise. Even Tatum, like when you hear people talk about the best players in the NBA, and you gotta understand, guys, I hate anything to do with Boston, so this hurts my soul to say these things. But when you hear people talk about who's the top 3 or 4 players in the NBA, most people don't even bring up Tatum's name. To be honest with you, Brown is a top 10 player in the NBA. If he played on any other team, he would be the guy.
Oh, he's the guy. He's a stud. Absolutely.
He'd be a stud. And then White barely even gets brought up, even though he was on the Olympic team. Was basically he was the 1 or 2 point guard for the Olympic team.
Right.
For the United States, that's a big deal. You even make that team, you're doing something.
That says a lot. Honestly.
So he gets put on that team, but then he hardly even gets mentioned as like a star in the NBA. Because Tatum takes a lot of the shine, as he should. But why isn't Tatum considered for a lot of people to be a top 5 guy? Why isn't Brown a top 10 guy? And why is Derek White not even in the conversation for best point guard in the NBA? That's some of the baffling things to me.
I think it's typically, honestly, and this is just my opinion, I think it's truly because they're not here for the hooplas and the look at me's and the, like, Jason Tatum isn't out here, like, flashy and look at me, I'm the guy. He's real low key. He lets his play do the talking.
Well, that's what he loves to do. He loves to play basketball.
Yeah, so
he just plays basketball.
I'm here. So imagine guys going to work and you hit the door and you say something like, if it wasn't for me, this company wouldn't even be where it was today. Like, bro, cut it out. Even if you are an intricate part of anything moving, come on, man. Come in and let your work show. And I think that's what he does, and he gets looked at as boring, like a Tim Duncan, for instance.
But he's still getting that Supermax contract.
Absolutely, and that's what matters.
And he's still got that bling on his
finger.
That
bling. I mean, I saw him in the beginning of the season. Them things look nice.
And for me, that's what he plays for. He don't care about what the press says. He doesn't care about any of the other stuff. He got that ring at the end of the year.
Right.
He got paid at the end of the year.
Right.
He's good to go.
What else are we talking about?
Yeah, I mean, so there's not much else to go on there. I tell you what, my team may be the most frustrating team to be a fan of right now.
Besides the Wizards.
Yeah, well, the Wizards are bad.
They're real bad.
So that's frustrating, but you know what you're getting with the Wizards. With the Nets, we will literally go out and beat two or three of the better teams in the NBA.
Yeah.
And then we'll turn around and lose to a team like the Wizards.
Right.
Like, it's baffling to me. Like, I think this past week I sat there, I was like, bam, we're back to like 10-11 or 9-11. We went down to 6-11, won 3 games in a row, beat 2 good teams.
Right.
I'm like, oh, here we go. We're gonna get right back to it. We're gonna be right back. And then we lose 3 in a row. So they're so frustrating. I think it's obviously they're young.
Cam is amazing.
So when they get that around, the coaching gets the younger guys starting to go, and usually it'll start happening the second half of the season. So hopefully we can work our way up through. Hopefully we're like a 4 or 5 seed. We don't want to be an 8 seed because that usually it's probably going to end up playing you guys at the first round, and we ain't trying to take the L that early because Cleveland's doing great, but Cleveland did lose a couple there. They're up to 3 losses. They're 1 game ahead of you guys, but I have a feeling by the end of the season, veteran will take over. I mean, like you said, you've had Brown miss a couple games. You've had couple players missed games here. Porzingis just came back.
Yeah.
So
They're
we didn't
easing
even bring
him
that
back.
guy up. You know,
They're easing him back, which is perfectly fine for me. We need him. We need him in the playoffs.
you need him in May
In the
and June.
playoffs, like playoffs is what when you're a team like that at this point, it's about your minutes and injuries. So if you can keep injuries down, that's what it's really about.
And you have LeBron, who's trying to. I appreciate what LeBron's trying to do at almost 40 years old. Turns 40 this month. A couple weeks or something.
Yeah.
He turns 40 this month. He says that he wants to try to play all 82 games. Maybe it's his way of, trying to thank the fans after so many years and trying to be there. He doesn't want to sit out in games where a kid could be watching. But man, his shooting the last few games has been
awful.
24 consecutive 3-pointers missed.
I mean, he's on ice, which is weird because I was just talking maybe a month ago about how he was shooting at a really high clip beyond at the 3. So, man, I don't know what's going on, but I do like that he's trying to play for 82 because but I also think that shows some of the young players too that keeps a fire in them as well because you got to look at you got grandpa over here in basketball life. That man's 200 years old and he's running around. He's back and forth up and down the court, but I can't do it. So I think that's one of those things where it's lead by example type of situation. So, hey, I'm for it. But again, he's one of those guys you're going to need if you make it to the playoffs.
You have a couple young teams doing really well right now. Obviously the Cavaliers. You got the Orlando Magic is playing well.
Oh man.
You have a couple other ones. You have a couple out in the West, but then you have some of your teams that I think that are veteran teams that, as the season goes along, you even saw the Golden State Warriors take a little bit of a slide here. I think they lost 4 or 5 in a row. As of late, they lost last night in their 4th cup game, but they were already in because they were 3-0. But they lost last night for their 5th in a row to the Nuggets, and the Nuggets is another team. I think Nuggets are 11-8. Those teams are going to be teams that are going to be there. Like I said, right. I think the Celtics passed Cleveland when it comes down to the end. I think your Nuggets is going to be right up there at the top. You aren't going to have the Thunder staying ahead of them. I mean, they're good teams. Thunder, Timberwolves, a couple of these other ones, they're good teams, but they're not going to stay ahead of your Nuggets. You're not going to stay ahead of Boston. I think Golden State, last night Green didn't play. They have a couple other guys that, that they're just getting these young players out and around. Like I said, they've been playing 12 players a game a lot of time. So those ones I think will come back at the back half of the season. You'll see some of these younger teams like the Thunder and stuff start to slide down a couple spots. They'll still probably make the playoffs, and I would want to play those young legs in the playoffs.
Right.
If you got them old legs, like if you're LeBron James, you played all 82 games. I don't know if you want to go up against SGA or whatever in the first round.
That's tough. I mean, it's tough to see those young guys in. I'm liking the young league coming up. There's a lot of good talent. So, I mean, and it's anybody's game. I mean, it's still very, very early in the NBA season. And injuries are key, though. You're seeing them early. You just hope these guys can stay healthy. I mean, Chet's already going for OKC. And that, I don't really know if it hurts them, but Chet being out there is definitely a helper. So,
and basketball's different than, I'll say, the 2 other big sports in the United States. Hockey, obviously, won the Big 4, but not as popular as the main 3.
Right.
Basketball's a little different. You have guys like, we say young players. Doncic is, 26?
I believe so.
And he's been in the league for 7, 8 years. He's still young. He's still got probably 12, 13 years left in the NBA as long as he stays healthy. Where in football, a lot of these guys come out of college and everything. They're 22, 23, 24 before they start starting. Baseball, you come even out of high school, you're going to be still, most players are in the minor leagues for 4 or 5 years. I mean, Aaron Judge didn't even hit the major leagues until he was 25 or 26 years old.
Yeah.
You get your occasional, phenoms like Soto, who was in 19, 20. But most time, baseball, it's 23, 24, 25 years old. Basketball, a lot of these big stars been in since they were 18, 19, 20 years old. By the time they're 24, 25, they're 5 years in the NBA. I mean, SGA falls into there. Doncic falls into there.
Yep. Banchero, super young.
Yep. And you have, then, how old's Wemby? Wemby's only 20, 21.
Yeah. What is he, 20?
20, I think.
I don't think he can even drink yet.
Can't even go to the bar? Well,
no.
He can, but he's not supposed to.
He can't. No underage drinking, please.
No underage drinking. We do not. We do not suggest that poor decisions can be made.
Absolutely.
So, but Yeah, I mean that's the big thing difference about the NBA. By the time these guys were a lot of the other leagues like the NFL and stuff where they're just breaking in at 23, 24, these guys got 5 years under their belt already at 24. They're already signed them big contracts.
Yeah, absolutely. Shoe deals, everything. Gatorade. So
yeah, they already got the big money. They're getting those $30 million deals.
What a time.
40, 50. I mean, you're an average player in the NBA right now. Like you're a 6 man, you're making 25, 30 million.
I mean, it's just hey, shout out to these young players able to, change lives, change their families' lives. That's generational wealth for a lot of these kids. That's, a lot of inner city kids or just kids that just love the game of basketball, which I'm sure they all do. But man, the money that's being thrown around. So
I don't know. I see a lot of people get angry about athletes making that kind of money, which is silly to me because we're the ones paying it. We're the ones watching the games.
Right.
We're the ones going to the games.
Yep.
That's the reason why. That's
buying
the
the merch.
If they don't pay the players that, then they're paying them a bunch less money, and the owners are making the money.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're not playing.
If it's either the players get it or the owners who are just paying the checks, sitting up there, are making more millions and billions of dollars.
Exactly.
So I just assume let the players, get their part of it. Just because you think it's silly that you get paid that amount of money to play sport. Well, as long as they're entertaining people.
Imagine that the people actually playing, getting the money. The people we came to see, because let's be honest, I didn't come to see your general manager tonight put up a 3-pointer. No. I came to see Steph Curry put the 3 up and turn his back or do one of these numbers. I didn't pay good money to see the president in a suit up there wave to the fans. That's not why I'm here. Come on.
No. Did you see Ja Morant? Speaking of why I came to watch, you see what Ja Morant said here?
No. What did he say?
Ja Morant said, "I'm trying to think about my future, so I'm not trying to even dunk anymore." Like, dude, that's what people come to watch.
Wow.
And that's a big part of your game. That'd be like Michael Jordan saying he wasn't trying to dunk anymore.
Right.
So, I mean, don't get me wrong, Ja Morant's a great player in general, but yeah, we come to see you walk on clouds.
And I think he's trolling. I mean, let's be honest. Ja Morant is definitely going to keep dunking. The man levitates when did you see the dunk the other night? Yeah. When he has time, if you have time to catch the ball, hang, and then go at one, and it looked effortless, come on. You're still dunking, man. You know better.
And he like walks up people, are looking at his kneecaps as he's flying by them.
Exactly.
So like he has to be careful he doesn't hit his head on the rim when he's flying by.
Exactly.
So him and Ant is another one. It's just silly.
It's silly.
Like you shouldn't be there. But I send you videos all the time of these high school kids now. High school kids out here throwing the ball at the backboard and dunking it in games. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, one, you'd have been yanked off the court for doing that stupid stuff, but they weren't doing that back then.
Mm-mm.
Now, there's a lot of things that, we knew how to pass a lot better than these youngins do today. We knew how to play the game itself better. But these
athleticism?
guys, dude, these kids are jumping out of the gym.
Yeah.
Like we always said, like in a pickup game, in regular games you can do that. Like you aren't going to be able to grab someone. You do that in a pickup game. I'm catching you in midair and we're walking you back.
We have to. I'm sorry.
No, you're not jumping over top of me. I'm going to grab you around your waist as it flies by, and I'm carrying you back out the 3-point line. Check the ball up. That's a foul.
And thank God we were playing in a time with no social media, because could you imagine getting dunked on and then you go viral?
Yeah.
I mean, you walking into work, oh my God! I'm like, dude, chill.
These guys be trying to block them too. That's the hilarious part. Like,
yeah.
Like you're jumping up. Like if you can't touch the rim, or you're a person that can't dunk, and the other guy's head's at the rim, just either A, move out of the way, or like we said,
get out of the way,
catch him and carry him back out to the line. And say, hey, you're going to start over.
And these kids, man, these kids are like built like grown adults at this point. So
13-year-olds, 6'2" and stuff. I don't get it. My son playing baseball, that's the same thing. Like 13 and 14-year-olds out here 6 feet plus tall, not even out of middle school yet. I'm like
dunking, taking off, doing 360s, windmills in between the legs. I mean, these kids, what are you feeding these kids right now? It goes to show you, though, the evolution of sports. I mean, as we gradually keep moving, everything changes, everything gets better, everything gets faster, stronger. Look at these players, man. I mean, these little kids are doing stuff that I was doing as an adult. It took me so long to do. You see these kids 6, 7 years old. Pop, they got handles. They're shooting threes. They're doing all types of no-look passes. It's nuts.
Yeah, you see it on the internet stuff, too. And not that you have to be doing that. Like, don't get me wrong. I went out to my youngest, Gavin. He's got basketball. Starts Friday.
Let's go, Gavin. Turn up.
And he as of right now, he's one of those kids that's going to be overly big for his age. He's 8 and rolling up on 5 feet really quick. And
That's wild.
And he's already, he's the lowest age for his age group. He just turned 8 in October, and this is like a 9U or 10U leagues, and he's still like he's probably about as tall or maybe an inch shorter than like the tallest 9 and 10-year-olds out there.
That's wild.
So he's tall for his age, but it's funny. There's a huge like break in between the kids that can handle the ball, and then the other kids. Like Gavin can like grab the ball, catch the ball, and everything else is good as best of him. But man, some of the handle, he can dribble the ball down the court,
right?
But he ain't going between the legs behind the back. And there was a couple kids that can do that, but for the most part, parents don't get frustrated. You see these kids on the internet. Oh, my kid has to be that good to sign up. No, sign your kid up for basketball. Up.
Absolutely.
Sign her up. He'll learn. If he doesn't, he's still having fun. That's not the point. Only 0.004% actually go off and become a professional player. That's not what the point of youth sports is for.
Right.
Go out there and let them have fun. Let them learn to, lose, win. Teach them failure is part of life. Teach them, how to treat people when you do beat them.
Right.
That's what team sports are for. That's why I love team sports. It teaches you it teaches you more about life than pretty much anything I think you'll learn in school any day of the week, for the most part. School is important, but in the end of the day, life lessons are learned. It's a lot of stuff they don't teach in schools.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So, some other stuff. As you guys can see, Stat Girl is not here today.
No Stat Girl today. That's okay, though.
She had to drive down to South Carolina.
She'll be back.
She went down and saw a friend. Friend got a new puppy.
Oh, okay.
So, she had to go down and meet the puppy. She'll be back later this week. She'll be on next week's shows, I'm sure. But she drove down there. Man, I pull up her Life 360 just to check and make sure she's making it down there okay. I probably gets it from me, but she drives fast.
Okay.
Very fast. I think she was doing I think I saw her doing about 80. I think speed limit 70. So she's not doing too bad. She's got better.
Stat Girl.
So, but she's not doing too bad. We talked about with her one time, but we didn't get it on the air. But she got a speeding ticket doing 70 and a 45 down Holland Road.
Come on.
and she was so funny because she called me up afterwards like in a panic, like, what do I do? Like, she thought she was going to jail, which, listen guys, for all you youngsters out there, you can go to jail for 70. That's reckless driving.
Absolutely.
So you have to be careful with that stuff. Kaylee is a good driver as long as she's paying attention. Unfortunately, Stat Girl also does things like watches Yankee games
while driving. Please don't do that.
She went into a ditch doing that. She also has done things like she went ahead and decided to take a trash can out. I don't know how she even did that one. Had to get her mirror replaced. So I'm not calling out anything that other people don't know, but for the most part, people know this already. She's not shy. She'll tell you what's going on.
Right.
But when she got that speeding ticket, her lawyer was funny because I was talking to her mom and I was like, she probably needs a lawyer. And she's like, well, I know someone. And I was like, okay, who is it? And because I tend to know pretty much everyone that she knew growing up. We grew up at the same spots and stuff. And she was like, his name's Justin. I was like, Justin who? She said, Justin Jacks. Remember Justin Jacks?
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey. Baba Booey bailed out Stat Girl, my daughter. He got her off on, I forget what they even called it, improper use of a vehicle. Not even speeding. Improper use of a vehicle.
Okay.
So she
That's a nice way of saying it.
So she got the reckless driving knocked down. I think she had to pay $150 fine. Obviously, she had to pay the lawyer. So, but better than the community service
Absolutely.
and the thousands of dollars in fines that she would have had to pay.
Yeah.
But shout out Justin. Haven't seen you in a while. Appreciate you doing that.
Hope you're doing good, buddy.
Dude, that goes back to our
Farm
Fresh days. Guys, we used to go into Farm Fresh. On Saturday was always the best day because my brother, shout out to Josh, he was Josh would be the 6 a.m. He was so serious. He was always thought he's worried we were messing around too much. He was going to get in trouble.
No, dude.
Josh takes his work very seriously. No matter what job we've ever had with him, and it shows to this day. Now he's like a COO or something. I don't know. He's high up.
Yeah.
But he, well, even then, when he was 16 years old, he would be the 6 a.m. cashier at Farm Fresh. And then I would be the 7 o'clock desk person. Beezus over here would be the 7 o'clock cashier.
Yeah.
Justin would be our 7 o'clock bagger.
Yeah.
He'd come rolling in. Baba Boo would come rolling in at 7 a.m. And then we'd have Project Pat.
Always in the building.
Mr. Worthy to some of you youngsters out there.
PJ
Wallace Plew.
Yeah, he was out there.
Man, and some of the stuff that happened in the morning, and the mornings were always crazy because the store manager didn't come rolling in on Saturdays till like noon. So, and the assistant manager gave no cares, and he'd be there at like 9 or 10. So basically, it was me at 17 years old getting the desk ready.
Right.
Handling the desk was the person that was doing everything in the morning. And you'd have PJ walking down the through with a damn cone.
It's mooing at customers. Come on, bro. What are you doing?
Like full-fledged, sounded just like a dang cow was walking through the store. He did it really well. And it was insane. Like, he straight, like,
come on.
3 feet from my, like, customers be like, I want to talk to the manager.
Like, hold on, let me go get him.
And there I am, standing right here. 17-year-old, they're looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, told him, he's part of that special program that we bring in so he, get a work job and stuff like that.
Yeah, get him out in the public.
Baba Booey be like riding carts out in the damn parking lot.
Kind of did what we wanted to and still made money. That was the good old days when you can actually have fun at work.
Yeah, not everyone's staring at cameras all the time.
And everybody worked too. I mean, jobs still got done. So, that was definitely a part of growing up in our era. Everybody kind of wanted to work, especially our age. We wanted cars. We wanted to get out. We wanted stuff, and our parents definitely wasn't budgeting.
No,
they weren't spending that type of money that I see. Seems like these kids, they just ask and they get it. Oh, can I? I need a new car. I needed this. I needed that.
I need a cell phone, things like that. Listen,
I need to do this. I need some new beats. I need this. I'm like, yo.
I will throw out there, my parents did help with the first car, but I still had to pay the insurance.
Absolutely.
I still, first cell phone. You want a cell phone, you have to buy your own cell. I had to get my own cell phone, pay for my own cell phone. When I turned 18, I had to buy my own car.
Yeah.
Like all this stuff. So, we had jobs when we were 16, whatever, to pay for the insurance, everything like that.
Responsibilities, man.
We had to be responsible for it. And, I tell mine all the time now, like, don't rush into work and everything. But don't go rushing to try to get, working. You have a whole life to work. But at the same time, I'm not sending you $50 every single day to do nothing. Like, you're going to have to, they work around the house or, they go off and they do their own, like, small little job things. Obviously, my stat girl got her own business now, so she make her big girl money. But, I talked to my son the other day about that stuff. Like, hey, I don't mind helping you out and getting you money for food and stuff. You work hard. I know you work out. You're at baseball, 3 hours after school every day and stuff like that. But at the same time, you got to be, let's not be going out and buy a $12 meal at McDonald's every single day.
Right.
So, but, back in those Farm Fresh days, PJ used to, we had that paper that you wrapped people's meat. Their meat products, and he would look straight at the men every time and be like, sir, you want me to wrap your meat? And he would look into their soul.
Yeah, right into the depths of their hearts.
And
stare down.
He would look right at them. They wouldn't even be looking at him. He'd just be staring at him and be like, sir, would you like me to wrap your meat? And he would,
come on.
We're trying not to laugh.
That was the hardest part, trying not to laugh.
And they would look back and like, excuse me? And he'd be like, wrap your meat. Like, and they would, oh. And he'd be like, what kind of person do you think I am, sir? Like, he was ridiculous. We had the code 5s, which meant every male associate in the store had to go to that aisle.
I need assistance over here. All hands, aisle 3. There's something to look at over there. Yeah. Oh, man, I mean, it was just a good time. Had an opportunity to work with all your friends. Come on. And make money.
We were able to work it out. Because we don't get me wrong, like you said, we goofed around some, but when it came time to work, when it was busy, we did our job. We did work. The reason why we got to be, at the desk and do things like that. It's the reason why we were scheduled at the times when we wanted.
Right.
They scheduled us together. We were happier at work when we were working, all together and everything.
Right.
Had a good time. And, but when it came time to work, we worked. And
Job definitely got accomplished.
And then we were always off by like 3 o'clock every day, and we had the basketball shit in the car.
Yeah, it was time to go.
Went over to the PA Rec.
Yep, it's time to serve. It's time to get it in.
They still we lost that first game at PA Rec. Other than that, since that first game, undefeated.
I gotta get back into hooping though. I mean, honestly, I
I
haven't hooped in a while, man. It's been a while.
I haven't seen any takers yet on that either. When we said that, we'll take all comers. We can't promise we'll win, but oh yeah, easy. Not basketball. Basketball. Pause. But everyone that wants to come and get some, we're still here. I mean, I get the fear.
I mean,
maybe they heard the stories.
I'm not scared. The hardest part for me is just to pick what type of shoes I'm about to be out there with. Because when they say you look good, you play good. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I mean, you know me. I'm coming out with high socks, hat turned backwards.
Yep.
Maybe
some wingtips.
Just
you never know. He might be out here in baseball shoes. You never know.
No, just come out there.
Ready.
Basketball shorts. About 3 sizes too big.
Yeah, ready to go. Billy Hoyle.
So wear a polo shirt.
Yeah, you never know.
Never know.
He might have to go to work right afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, I'll come out there. I'll be out there in the tactical boots.
Drop you off, and then I gotta go.
Got finish them off. Hit the 3 from half court as I'm walking back to the parking lot.
All right.
Or throw it out to Brandon, let him hit the 3. Either way, it's going in.
That's in there.
I'm walking to my car while it's in the air. So whenever you're ready, whoever wants it. I did have someone text me. My friend from North Carolina said, "I'll take that smoke." I was like, "We're right here."
All right, let's go. Bring him on. Where's he at? Bring
Dunya. We're talking to you, Dunya.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I don't know who you are, but I'm here.
You'll learn. I think you met him once at one of my birthday parties.
This makes me want to get in the gym now. I got to get back in the gym and go.
Yep.
I don't want to get out here and then actually get abused.
Nah.
Come on.
Dunya ain't doing that, dude. Dunya's not a basketball player. He'll act like he's basketball. He can pull some rebounds.
Okay.
But
rebounds are important, though.
His range is about 1.5 feet. So, definitely not what his life is.
Oh, God. I'm about to say, I hope not. Like, hey, yo.
They do have a new baby at home.
Hey, congrats.
They got a new baby. Well, not new anymore until now. So, but yeah, they got that. They got that baby. They're coming through their first holidays with the kids. So,
awesome, man.
So I know you got. It's coming.
About a month and a half, maybe.
Woo!
Yeah, man. Exciting. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun.
Oh man, you gotta let me know where I gotta be. I'll be there.
Yeah, man. Man, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Just preparing now, getting things ready, trying to get as much sleep as possible that we can get. So yeah, already got. She's gonna be Patriot down, of course. Already got Patriot onesies, Celtic onesies. Got to start them off right. Get that hatred for the Yankees already started. I'm gonna show her that sign right there. She might just frown off rip. So yeah, Stankies. I'm gonna teach her. It's not the Yankees. It's called the Stankies.
Well, we're gonna teach her how to count to 27.
I don't know what that means. So
that's how many World Series they've won.
Nah, we don't. Nah, she's gonna go right past that. I don't even know what's going on.
Yep. So, that's one of them things where we're gonna always differ on. He's always gonna be a Boston guy. I'm gonna, for the most part, be a New York guy, other than the Dolphins. But in the end, it's always love. Brandon was one of the first people there when my first child was born 20 years ago.
Yeah.
He was there. He's always been there. He's always been known to Uncle Brandon to all 3 of my kids. So that's one of them things. Like he said, all of them call him Uncle B. Gavin was asking about you the other day.
Okay.
He asked if Uncle B was coming to basketball on Friday. I said, I don't know. He might be busy. He's trying to get ready for stuff himself. But
yeah.
But we'll get you out to your game. He's playing Saturdays every Saturday. I don't know how pretty it's going to be. They are like 8 and 9 years old. So it's definitely going to be interesting.
A lot of traveling and double dribbling, I'm assuming. But get to that basket.
That's all.
Yeah, a lot of running. It's like football / basketball.
So, shout out. I want to put a shout out before I forget once again to my work, APS. They allow us to do this here.
Appreciate y'all so
Advanced
much.
Protection Solutions.
So much.
Anyone in the Hampton Roads area need any kind of security needs, protection needs, please give us a look. You can Google us at Advanced Protection Solutions. You can ask questions on here. Most of y'all know me. You can text me, whatever. But that's what I do. Security director for the company. So yeah, they allow us to use their offices to do this. So appreciate them once again. We're gonna throw a shout out to Stat Girl, who let the dogs out -BB.
Nice.
Dog sitting needs, any walking dogs or just dropping in. You have a long day at work. You have them 12-hour days. I know all you doctors and nurses, firefighters, all that stuff, first responders that have the 12 to 24-hour days. If you need someone to drop in, check on your animals.
Definitely.
Who let the dogs out -BB. Hit her up and go from there. Back into some of the basketball stuff. NBA Cup. Boston made the NBA Cup into the quarterfinals.
No, we actually got eliminated at 3-1, which is crazy. Wow. I saw that. I don't understand it either. Maybe we can't lose. It seems like. I mean, of course, that's the goal, but we're not really focused on that. We're focused on that chip. You know what I'm saying? We got bigger fish to fry, and that's just that's time for us to relax and get healthy and get off our feet and get some downtime so we can go for that chip. So
have you seen the people that these LeBron lovers out there? Once again, I'm not the biggest LeBron fan in the world.
I love LeBron. I'm good with LeBron.
But LeBron's he's a legend. Mm-hmm. But these people that try to argue that he's the GOAT over Michael Jordan, they throw out there the NBA Cup is one of his achievements.
Oh my goodness!
I'm like, guys, stop.
Well, Jordan couldn't have played in that, so we got to throw that out.
We got to throw that out. Plus, guys, it's a mid-season tournament. You can see, like, Boston, defending champions, didn't even make it to the quarterfinals. Right. It's kind of a silly thing. It's a thing to catch your attention.
Yeah.
Put a fancy little court down, lots of colors and everything.
It's
maybe an extra bonus for the players because they get like
$500K a player
for winning the thing, and then it's like just making it. All these teams that made the quarterfinals, these 8 teams, the players get at least $50K a piece. And I mean, that may not be a lot for them, but you get if you don't think $50K a lot of money, you can write that check out to Jeremy Atkinson, $50K.
Right.
You can send it right over here. Brandon will take one too.
I'll take it.
You don't think $50K a lot of money?
Sure.
Send it right over here.
Yeah, let me show. Hey, that's life changing money for me. I can do some tangs with that.
That's 2 new cars.
Exactly. You play your cars right. That's 3 cars. I can get 3 used cars for that. And put some money in the bank. What are we talking about?
Exactly. So just gas money with the 3 cars.
Word. And dinner tonight. And we balling. I got to call somebody to come pick up 2 more cars.
Exactly.
Come on now. That's crazy.
They get $50K just for showing up now. Like all 8 of those teams.
Absurd amount of money. They're just throwing money.
I mean, but that's the NBA.
That's what it is. That's how it is.
Tell you what, the commish, whether you like him or not, he's done a great job in signing these TV contracts.
Yeah, I like him.
These TV contracts, man, they making stupid money in order for them. And people, just in case you don't know in sports, that's where the money is.
Yeah.
It's the TV contracts. You can fill up stadiums, whatever, but even tickets, if they're $200 average a piece, in the NBA, you're having 17,000 person stadiums. Sounds like a lot of money, but in the end, the $3 million they make filling up the stadium each game, times 40, the $120 million they make, filling up that stadium, is peanuts compared to what those billions and billions of dollars on the TV contracts.
Right, absolutely.
The millions they make filling up stadiums is just icing on cake. I mean, the NFL, if they had to go off just their 8 home games, it wouldn't survive. But their TV contracts for one day of the week, for the most part. I mean, obviously they have Monday Night Football and Thursday Night Football, but Sundays, that one day a week, they make billions. And they're saying the next contract could be like a 10-year into the trillions.
Insane.
I mean, on these things, because the amount of people that watch it. I mean, you're talking 20 million, 30 million people watching every weekend.
Faithfully.
So
for years.
I mean, they got advertisers. Those advertisers get to put their stuff on TV and get, each game has 3, 4, 5 million people watching that one game. Or if it's the televised game for the nation, I mean, you're getting 10, 12 million people watching a game. I mean,
that's money.
That's money.
Money coming in.
So, but yeah, that's where the money comes from. And these NBA players, like we said, I mean, top players making $60 million now. Is that what it is? What's the top NBA paid player? I guarantee you is over $60 million now.
Yeah. It was Brown was making what, 40 a year? $
40 million. He's not considered the top player on his team.
Yeah.
It shows Steph Curry is currently the highest paid yearly as of right now at $55
million. Oh my God.
Break that down. $55.76 million. That's over $1 million per week. Per week. That's somewhere around $140,000 per day.
That's why he's running around always smiling.
Yeah, I mean,
you would too, right?
Yeah, I mean,
you making that type of money,
I would.
And you're good at it, and you're going to go down as one of the greatest, if not the greatest shooter to ever play the game.
Yeah, I mean, you figure if they work, you're saying he works on the game 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
So, like we do an 8-hour shift. If you're talking he works 7 days a week at 8 hours a day, not even a day off, he's still making over $17,000 an hour.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's, again, life-changing. Life-changing money. You don't have to worry about anything.
He makes in an hour
what
a lot of people make in a quarter of a year.
Right.
If you have a good job, that's making $70,000 a year.
Yeah, that's a good job.
That's a good job, making $70,000 a year.
Yeah.
And you in 3 months he makes in 1 hour.
In 1 hour. Smack in the face.
They be out here saying like, well, the luxury tax be killing them, and the athlete tax be killing them, because a lot of these states have athlete tax, so they end up paying like 50% in tax.
And that's cool, but what about my endorsements that are paying me this? What about this company that's paying me this? What about my shoe deal, and they're paying me X amount of money? Under Armour is paying him Under Armour is damn near Steph Curry is Under Armour.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
He turned them what they are.
Yeah.
Nike dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah.
But think about that. So he has to pay 50% tax. If he's making $55 million, that puts him down about $27.5 million. If you're paying $27.5 million in taxes,
something's wrong.
Well, you're doing okay. It's kind of like when someone sits there. When I see an advertisement say, on like a mattress or something, say, and if you come now, you can get $1,000 off. If I get $1,000 off, how much is this damn mattress?
Exactly.
How much is this damn mattress?
Right.
Like, this thing better massage me while I sleep.
I better have the best sleep every night and never have a nightmare.
No, $1,000 off. Like, or if anything, if there's a comma in the amount of money off, it's too expensive.
It's too expensive. Yeah, because I didn't even plan on what you were planning to give me off of this. I wasn't even trying to pay that much for it. So what are we doing? I'm
looking at $1,000 off. I'm like, that better be 75% off then, because I gotta,
right.
I'm looking at about a budget of about $350
at best, and I want to split it up into payments.
Yes. How long can I get interest fee on that $300?
Right.
What pay it off over 2 years?
Yeah. Can we we can do $18 a month?
Yes. $18 a month. No interest.
Right. We can do that. I'm here for that.
Let's do that. That's what I'm talking about. But that's guys, if you're paying $27 million in taxes, that means you're making a lot of money.
A lot of money.
I would like that problem.
Right. That's fine.
I'll pay $27 million in taxes.
Mm-hmm.
If I can have $27 million taken out of my paycheck,
yeah,
I'm good with that.
I'm very good with that.
And that's where
they
sit there and be like, oh, the rich shouldn't be taxed more, and that's neither here nor there. But tell you what, if I'm a billionaire, and let's say I made $5 billion in a year, I don't give a shit if you take $4 billion of it. I'm good with just the billion.
I'll take $1 billion.
I'm not going to be angry.
That's
do something good with the $4 billion.
Yeah.
Do something good with it. Take $2 billion in taxes. Take the other $2 billion. I'll donate it to charity. I don't give a crap.
Yeah.
I'm good with making $1 billion a year.
I would show you exactly how I would live with $1 billion. You wouldn't know I make $1 billion a year.
No.
It's hard. It's like real tough to hide that type of money. So
we'd have Beezus and Paper Rec.
Yeah,
the rec center, Beezus and Paper Recreational Center, somewhere here.
Just buy our own planet.
Yeah, we come out there, and there would be no kids camp on Saturdays in the basketball court.
Yeah, no ultimate crab walking on Saturday.
Nope.
No
pickleball. Let's talk about pickle. I want to talk about pickleball for a second.
I'm here.
Pickleball. I'm sorry to all the people that play pickleball.
We might lose some fans here.
Listen, we don't have enough fans for pickleball to get upset yet. And listen, the whole point is, we're gonna if we anger some people, call us out. Let me know, because to me, pickleball is the equivalent is to tennis like men's slow pitch softball is to baseball.
Right.
You play it when you get older and you can no longer, run the bases and do all that kind of stuff. You just go out there. It's just for fun.
Right.
But these people now, they be getting serious about pickleball. I see some 25-year-olds out here playing pickleball every week, getting crazy,
Yeah, they're
getting
going
angry. I watched the video. Dude smacked the paddle out of dude's hand, like I guess high-fiving at the end of the game. It was like pumped, and he smacked the paddle and knocked it right out of the guy's hand. And the guy was so like pissed off. This guy knocked it out of his hand. The guy bent over to pick up the paddle. He kicked him in the head, knocked him flat out.
That's ridiculous.
We're getting this serious about
Over
pickleball. It's pickleball is made for people who are not good enough to actually play tennis. They had to make the court smaller, things slower, plastic ball.
Right.
It doesn't move as fast. Let's not get that serious. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to play it.
Yeah,
it looks like fun.
It looks like fun.
But that's what it is, guys. It's fun. Stop taking pickleball so serious. It's literally called pickleball.
Everybody's going to be competitive, man. You got people who think that they're the GOAT of everything. I'm a very competitive person myself.
I am too.
But
I
I'm
ain't
not
kicking anyone
going
in
to
the
kick
face.
you in the face. I'm not going to do that.
Kick someone in the face over pickleball.
Especially in today's climate, you kick somebody in the face, that's assault. Now I'm in court trying to fight for my freedom. Nah, I'm good.
Like they want to be. It's funny when games first come out. I saw the same thing with Spike Ball.
Yeah.
Like they had Spike Ball on ESPN Ocho. They put it up there. I was watching with my dad one time in his house when we were out there. Yeah, they have ESPN Ocho where they took them. They have Ultimate Tag.
Mm-hmm.
They have.
Oh yeah, when they run them around through the obstacles. That was pretty cool.
So it is. They're pretty cool. It's like these parkour guys.
Yeah,
like,
they're
going
ridiculous.
crazy.
I've seen that.
But like the same thing with Spike Ball. Like the people were watching, like, oh, these are the top ranked players in the world. I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, it's because everyone else that would be better than them is playing volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing in pickleball. Oh, these are the top players in the world. To put them on ESPN Ocho, I'm like, yeah, but if Djokovic or Federer came out and played this game of pickleball, they wouldn't even.
Wouldn't matter.
Guys, it's literally like, if we went and played shuffleboard in the bar, and they were like, oh, these are the best players in the world at shuffleboard, and we've had friends that are that were like professional cornhole players.
Yeah, but
Vita.
cornholes I've watched these dudes are ringers. I love it. That to me, that's a technique. That takes a technique. So I my hats off because I've seen these guys go crazy. Bang, bang,
I
bang.
remember the first time I played against Greg, and he told me he was entering these tournaments to make money. I was like, come on, man.
Yeah.
I'm decent at cornhole.
Serious.
Man, I went out there and I played again. It was stupid. Like,
yeah. They're
it,
making everything.
It'd have been like me trying to face Garrett Cole in baseball, trying to hit the ball. It's
not happening.
Not. Like, I got 3 points, I think was my high.
Right.
Like, I didn't understand it. Like, I couldn't. Like, he literally threw it wherever he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Like, every single throw was like, I'm going to put it right here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
I'm going to knock yours off and mine's going to go in.
Yeah, watch this. It's ridiculous. And I played one of my former assistant coaches that I used to coach with out in softball. I had no idea that he played it that much. I mean, he's a fireman, so I'm sure they do it when they're enjoying whenever they get downtime at the whatever. I don't know when he played it, but we went out to one of our team parties, and he's playing out there with John, who's one of our watchers here. John and him, and they were lighting the floor with us, man. Like, I couldn't even, like, it was stupid. They won like 10 games in a row. I went back in the pool.
Hey, I've watched some of these tournaments, and these boys, you might as well call Kobe every time because it's just going ho. It's insane.
Pause.
So, well, depending on what hole we're talking about.
But yeah, no, I mean it's crazy. All these like sports, like you said, people are competitive, and it's good being competitive. I'm as competitive as they come.
I love the competition,
but don't hurt people, guys.
Nah, don't kick nobody. That's
don't kick anyone in the head with pickleball. Don't punch anyone. Remember PA Rec, the time when the guy went flying into the table trying to throw a punch?
Yeah, that was amazing. We've seen so many fights
at PA Rec. I don't know. We never got involved in any of them. I mean, no one ever tried to fight us.
We chilling.
We we win. We weren't stupid either. Like, people talk trash to us, we talk a little trash back. But we would just make the basket and walk off the court.
Yeah, we're in the era.
Call who's next.
We're in the era of people go to their cars and get stuff and come back.
You don't.
We don't want that. No. We're good.
Guys.
I'm not trying to die over a basketball game. I love life, so I'm good.
Yeah, like, guys, competitiveness is good. Like, my kids are as competitive as come, especially Stat Girl. Stat Girl, she can be bad, but she's not gonna kick anyone in the head. She's gonna come back and yell, and that's okay to be angry that you're losing.
No violence.
But in the end, it's just a game.
All day long.
You saw this past weekend, You don't watch a lot of college football, do you?
Just a little bit, but
Did
I
you
haven't
see all
been
the
watching
brawls?
too many. I didn't watch too much this weekend that just passed.
So this past weekend was rivalry weekend.
Right. I did know that.
Ohio State, Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
You had a couple other ones. North Carolina State, UVA, Virginia Tech. But like this new trend, because I mean, I know back in the day there was a few schools that have always done it. Oklahoma, Texas have always done it, where you plant the flag in the middle of the
I
field.
heard about this now. Yes.
Oklahoma and Texas do it, but Oklahoma and Texas almost always play in a neutral field site.
Yeah.
They don't play at each other's home field. So when they plant the flag, you aren't really, disgracing their field when you do it. But then Ohio State, Michigan have done it a few times. Well, finally, it's gone too far. Michigan, who won the national championship last year, has struggled this year. They lost their quarterback. Their head coach went to the NFL. And they pulled off a massive upset. They were 6-5. Ohio State's ranked second in the country. They're 10-1 with their only loss to number 1 Oregon. And at Ohio State, Michigan pulled the massive upset.
Mm-hmm.
And then they went and tried to plant the flag.
I guess that went wrong and went totally upside down.
Went into a total brawl. And then this is where, in my field and what I do in security and everything, it got really ugly. The Ohio State, I don't know if it was their campus police or some people are saying it's the state troopers for Ohio, pepper sprayed the Michigan players in the fight, but didn't pepper spray the Ohio State players.
Wow.
So this is becoming a thing. No matter who did what, the fact that you only sprayed the opposing team's players, someone's going to get fined.
That's a bad look. That's a real bad look.
That's a bad look. Like, they tried to plant the flag. To me, it's both ends. How you fix that real quick is you say any player that tries to go ahead and plant a flag in the middle of someone else's field, they're suspended. And anyone that tries to stop them from doing it is also suspended.
Right.
So they plant the flag, let them plant the flag. They're suspended. You as the other team, you know what? He's suspended now for next week's game, which for Ohio State would have been the Big Ten championship. For Michigan, it's going to be their bowl game. They're suspended. So let them be idiots. Let them do that. That's how you fix that. Suspend them for planning it. And if you try to go out there and start a fight to stop them, you're going to get suspended too.
Right.
Real simple. It's kind of like in the NBA. If a fight starts, you come off the bench, you're done. You're suspended for at least one game.
Right.
That's how you stop that.
And I understand you're trying to help your teammmates, and I get that.
You just make it worse.
But
the malice in the palace.
Yeah, I mean, but if I'm watching my teammate getting jumped, I'm not going to just sit here and not jump off the bench. I mean, go ahead and suspend me for a game, but I'm not going to watch a man get stomped out that I call my comrade or somebody that we go to war with every night. Like, we're not doing that. So I get that.
I agree with that, and that's a little bit. But you should be 5-on-5 on the court.
Yeah, true.
As long as the rest of your team's not down this end, and this guy's getting jumped by 3 players on this end, then I'll probably come in. If I'm sitting right there on the bench, I'm probably getting suspended for a game because I'm at least going to push him off, say get the heck off my teammate.
Mm-hmm.
But that once again, it's but that's something that's changed because it used to be. It wasn't a big a deal. Bird got in fights all the dang time.
Yeah.
Rodman, Lambeer, Pippen and Jordan fighting the Detroit Pistons all the time or fighting them. It was part of basketball, but then the malice in the palace changed everything.
That was amazing.
That was, if you don't know, Ron Artest, a.k.a. Meta World Peace, St. John's alum.
Yeah, this dude.
This guy was laying on the scores table because
defender.
he was like the next Dennis Rodman. He was always getting in trouble for something.
Yeah.
Phenomenal defender. He was always overly aggressive, always making the other players mad. He was always getting in their heads, talking to them, and they were starting to fight. All right, we were sorry, we got a little hiccup there. We'll go right back into it, but we were talking about Meta World Peace, and he was laying on the scores table because he just got into it with one of the players, and they were trying to break it up. And it looked like everything was right to come to an end as he's laying on the scores table trying to keep out everything because everyone always says he starts everything. And then a fan,
out of nowhere,
somewhere up there, launched a full cup of beer, and it landed right on his chest.
Triggered.
And he literally sat up and he stormed into the stands. Well, then obviously, he's running into the stands in Detroit, which is not a very soft town.
Yeah, to say the least.
Detroit's is a tough place. And he goes running up into the stands to take on the fans. And then the funny part was he grabbed the wrong fan to start.
Yeah.
And he starts grabbing that guy, and, he starts trying to pound on him. And then his teammates come up to try to get him, and then there's more people throwing stuff. And then there's fans coming out of the stands going against, what was the other one there? I forget who. who it was. He was a big player for the Pacers at the time too. Forget it, but he got suspended. Jermaine O'Neal, that was it. And then you had Detroit had their big man. He got suspended. Ben Wallace was, I think, 10 games. Jermaine O'Neal was like 25. They suspended Ron Artest for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I knew he was going to be gone.
Dude, he attacked a fan. And Jermaine O'Neal, he got the bigger suspension because he punched one of the fans too. But that fan came onto the court, was running at him just because the guy's only like 5'7" and stubby doesn't mean.
Slipped. Man, if he would have connected, he probably would have killed that man.
But that man came on ready to throw blows, boy. You got to be careful, man. Those are grown athletes. Like these people think like
they train.
Like they don't have to be good at it. They land one punch. That is a grown ass man.
Yeah.
That is coming at you, and if he hits you, he was like 6'10", 6'11".
Yeah.
He connects with a punch coming down like that on your small self, on your chin. He slipped. He still knocked the guy over.
Yeah.
Like if he would have landed that without slipping.
What did Reggie say? He said that was the best miss of his life, because if he would have connected, he would have killed that man.
He'd have been paying their family for
years to come.
From jail, probably.
Yeah, most likely. They would have made an example out of him. That's crazy.
To me, the guy ran onto the court.
That's your fault. You're asking for it. Stay your ass off the court. You're not. Are you a ball player?
No.
Why are you on the court?
I don't understand why these fans throwing stuff at anyone anyway.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Like, he should be in jail, too. That's assault.
Again, do you want people to come to your job and throw beers at you? Like,
yeah.
Dude, you suck today.
Yeah. Like, and it's not even like it's their boss that threw it. Like, your boss is yelling at you. Like, can you imagine just a regular bystander, like, coming in and throwing stuff at you? It's just the same thing. It falls in the same thing like fast food. If you're mad with how your fast food order turned out, then be mad. Write a complaint, send an email, call someone, talk to the manager, a.k.a. talk to the manager. Yelling and cursing them out and then throwing the food at the employees, the guy making minimum wage, maybe $1 over minimum wage.
Right.
They're just trying to get by every day in life. They might have messed up your order. Guys, it's a fast food restaurant. These people, a lot of them are high school kids, or they're people that, are just trying to get by, and you're going to be out here expecting the order to be perfect every time.
Yeah.
I'd ask you to look in the mirror. Have you ever made a mistake before?
Right.
Everyone's made a mistake. They may, along the lines, they might have messed up your order, but all you have to do is come say, hey, I ordered this. I'm, any chance I could get it right? Or, hey, this was messed up. Can you go ahead and get this fixed for me? No, people come in with all kinds of different levels, and then they'll throw food at them. Same thing. If you work a job, say you work anywhere. Say you work in an office building. Say you work for Google, and I Google something and the answer doesn't come up. Am I allowed to come and throw food at you?
Nah, that's not it, man. Well, you could, but you have to understand there's repercussions to everything. There's always something that can happen. You have to understand. Yeah, you could do that, but now you got to face these consequences, because not everybody's going to be chill. Not everybody's going to be cool. Somebody might put hands on you, or even worse. So you got to be mindful of what you're doing. That's why I always tell people, man, if you don't want somebody, like, treat people like you want to be treated, and that's the easiest rule. I would never go to anybody's job and curse them out or call them out of their name or throw shit at them. Come on, man, what are we doing? You can't go to a game and conduct yourself? I thought you were an adult. Like,
I've been known to, yell stuff out at a ref or an umpire thing. I'm not cursing at them, but I'll yell stuff out. But I'm not attacking, saying stuff about their family or about their race or anything like that. Like, that's insane to me. Like, I'll yell, "You made a bad call," while I'm at the game, or I'll yell at my TV, "You made a bad call." But I'm not yelling about anything else. But that's the world today. We talk about all the time. People like to hate.
Common sense ain't so common, man.
No common sense nowadays. People love to hate. I see it all the time. Like, I'll see someone post something. I saw one the other day. Guy threw a ball with his left hand off the backboard, came over, caught with his right hand, and dunked it. All these couch people at home being like, "Oh man, that wasn't even that big of a deal." I don't even think that hoops regulation. What, you think they play in middle school or high school ball on like an 8-foot hoop?
But you can't do it though.
Yeah, even on an 8-foot hoop, they ain't doing it.
Yeah, but you can't do it.
No, but that's the thing. They'd be like, "Oh, I don't even see what the big deal was." They showed I saw a play the other day. Michael Jordan, the guy saved the ball, and Michael Jordan snatched it with one hand. pulls it in, like never just palmed it with one hand, comes up, takes the jump shot, backboard from the corner, hits it in. They're like, I don't see what the big deal is about that shot. It's just a regular play. I'm like,
no, it's not.
It's not. He made it look like it wasn't. And it's all funny. All y'all people making comments, ain't none of you hitting that shot, even if you get the ball perfect to your chest, taking the jump shot, hitting the backboard from that angle, and putting it in the basket.
My thing is, okay, show me. Show me. Post a video of you doing it.
If it's that easy, then you do it.
You do it. Go to your local gym, have it set up, have your boy throw you the ball like that, catch it, and do it.
But why are people so angry? Like, listen, I don't like the Chiefs. Like, no, actually, I don't even mind the Chiefs. They're not that bad. I mean, you know, they win a lot, so, you know, I'm tired of them winning a little bit, you know. But people get so mad because I have a 3-hour broadcast, they'll show Taylor Swift's face for 4 minutes.
Like, who cares, man?
Like, they're getting so mad about this. I ain't trying to see. I'm going to stop watching football because they keep showing Taylor Swift. Why?
Like,
why?
Aren't you a dude?
Like,
first of all,
why
they're
do you
showing
care?
a woman. That's okay.
Yeah, and even if you don't like Taylor Swift or you don't find her attractive, why are you so angry about this?
So do you turn the TV off when they show a commercial of a woman like holding a beer?
Like, what are you so angry with? People just looking for things to be mad about.
Yeah, and that's what I don't understand. Like, when do we get so upset about everything? Everything's a problem. I never understood that. And then people wonder why they're so stressed out. And then they're, you know, I don't understand why the hate. There's so much hate. And people, I feel like it's just, at first I thought it was just trolling. I'm like, oh yeah, these people are just up here to have a good time online. Ha 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 ha. But as the years progress and you're just like, damn, no, these people really wake up in the morning with so much hate. And my thing is it's a blessing to be here, to be alive.
It is, like, you know,
guys,
you
woke up this morning. You health and strength. You were able to get up today, take a shower, go to work, make money, come back. Like, you made it home safe. This is a blessed day for you. But you would rather, like, oh man, I hate the fact that this person is doing this, or this person has this, or they're doing better than I am. Like, man,
good for them.
Be happy, because you don't know the road it took. You don't know what it took for that person to get where they are today. You didn't see that. You didn't see them shooting in the gym. All you saw was the finished product. Oh, well, damn, they got this big ass nice car, or they got this nice house, or man, he makes all of this money. Did you see the sacrifice this man or this woman made?
Exactly.
Maybe they had to go back to school and work 2 or 3 jobs and had kids and had to sacrifice a lot of stuff to get where they are today. But all you see is the finished product, and you hate on that person.
Well, and the problem is, and that's the big part of the world now. People are so worried about what everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
Like, to me, if you make more money, good for you.
That's amazing.
I'm glad. Great.
Give me some.
I don't. Yeah. I mean, if you want to give me some money, great. If
give
you don't,
me some.
Fine. I'm fine with it. Like, my things I'm worried about, myself, my family, my friends.
Yeah.
You know, I worry about that stuff. Good for you if you've done well. I'm the guy that when I coach, and I've taken some crap from this from a couple of my players be like, I can't believe you're so nice to them. Guys, if I'm coaching third base and the third baseman makes a phenomenal play on the other team, I'm dabbing him. Like, great play.
Yeah, that's nice. Well, you're a lover of the game too.
He made a good play.
Mm-hmm.
We're out here playing a game, guys.
Respect.
We woke up this morning, whether you're coaching or playing, you got the opportunity to wake up in the morning.
That's a fact.
Go to the baseball field, stand on the field, play the game, coach the game, be on a baseball field on a beautiful day. Why are you angry?
I don't get it.
Don't be angry. Every time we play basketball, yeah, we'll talk a little smack, whatever, but at the end of the game, no one's upset. Mm-hmm. We're having fun. We're laughing about it. We're laughing about the play that was made, or might be upset for about 30 seconds after we lost, but we're not mad. We're just upset we lost, and then we're happy.
Yeah, let's play again. Run it back.
Run it back. Like, guys, be happy for what you have, not upset with what you don't.
Life is short, man, and you never know. Today might be actually your last day doing what you're doing, hating online. You could be gone tomorrow, and your life was pretty much you hating on TikTok or hating on Instagram. That's weird to me. So,
if you're having fun with it, it's one thing. But when you're literally like, I see people like they'll show kids online like doing something, getting a base hit in a baseball game. Like, mom will proudly put them on online. The one I saw, it said when an all-state wrestler becomes a running back.
Right.
And they showed him. And it was one game. He scored 4 touchdowns in the game. But all of his runs were like 8, 10, 15. He had one break for like 20, 25. A lot of first contact. He was going down, but he would hit the guy, and then he would fall forward. They go forward 4 or 5 yards and fall down.
Right.
Man scored 4 touchdowns. Just in the 10 to 12 plays they showed, he probably had 100, 110 yards rushing.
Right.
All these people could talk about, well, he can't break a tackle for nothing. Why are we even posting? This isn't even that big of a deal. Well, it was a mom that posted about her kid.
It was a big deal to her.
And it went viral to where people saw it. So what? We can only post when it's Sports Center level highlights?
Right. Well, then
Like-
that's a miserable person, though.
Yeah, but the crazy part is like the first 40 comments were people dogging him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, that's when you'll get me to go negative. That's when you'll see me. I'll hit on the keyboard. I'll get on there and be like, okay, how many yards did you run for when you were in high school?
Right.
How far were you? Because, dude's like 6'2", 210 pounds. He's a all-state wrestler, and he's starting running back and running for 100-plus yards and 4 touchdowns in football. I don't know about you. I didn't.
Looks like he's on his way to doing something better than you hating online.
And guess what? If he's being raised right, which I'm guessing with him being that successful, he is being raised right, he needs to not care what they say.
Well, I'm sure he doesn't. I mean, most people don't even read half of that stuff online anyway. That's blocked out. I know a lot of people that don't even put, like, they'll just post a picture and remove the comment section. So they're not even listening to anything like that. They're not even about that. They're listening to something else. So, or they're not even reading that. So, because a lot of people, you already have the negativity already in life. I don't need to get online and if I'm watching something or looking, talking to my buddies, I don't need to see that extra negativity. I'm just going to get offline because that's all you see anyway. So,
yeah, and I've thought about this. I haven't been getting on Facebook the last few days much just because I get tired of seeing the negativity. But I also want to hit this stuff up on social media because I want to be able to share with you guys. You guys spread the love, everyone.
Yep.
If someone does something, whether it's absolutely amazing or it's just something they did a good job at something. Give people the praise that they deserve. If you see someone at your job do a good job, say something to them.
Give them their flowers, man.
Say, hey, did a great job. Thank you.
Yeah.
Or anyone helps you with anything, guys. Thank you. You do not believe how much the words "thank you" mean to people.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Or I appreciate it. Or saying I'm sorry when you mess something up.
Right.
Be out there. Be accountable.
Oh no, that's a whole nother episode. Accountability is different.
Accountability. We'll have to go on that one, a different one. But guys, show the love. Be out there. Be a positive influence to everybody. We're gonna be. We're just gonna leave it at that. We're gonna say be positive for everything. We will be doing this one for you guys out there looking for our football stuff coming up. We will be releasing that. We should talk about the Thursday game because the football episode won't come out until the weekend. Who's playing this Thursday? Do we know?
I
haven't even looked at it.
I haven't really looked at it. I've been so focused on
Basketball
because they said we're mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. So sorry, Patriot fans. All my Patriot fans out there watching, I apologize. Yeah, it's one of those seasons. But we could just say we're rebuilding, and I really like what Mac's doing. What May's doing. Excuse me, I almost call that man Mac Jones.
Mac and cheese?
Yeah, we can't do that again. Drake May looks phenomenal.
He
I
does.
like him.
He's looking better. Man, you guys had the game. We'll get more into that in the next one, but man, you guys had that game. But the game we'll talk about that's going on Thursday, it's a good one. The Packers, 8-3 Packers, or 9-3 Packers at the 11-1 Lions.
Wow.
Woo!
I don't know. This could go either way. I mean, my heart wants to say Detroit, but the Packers have been playing some sneaky football.
They smacked down my Dolphins this past weekend.
Well, that's not tough to do unless you're the Patriots,
easy.
okay?
Easy.
Like only people unless you're the Patriots.
Yeah, we are like 3-7 against the rest of the NFL. That's not the Patriots. We're 2-0 against you guys.
Yeah,
so,
that's all right.
So
rebuilding year.
But the Packers looked good. They beat us well. They got out to a big lead to start, and we just couldn't come back from it. Green Bay, it was in Green Bay. Mm-hmm. Weather helped. I mean, I'm sure not that weather. It didn't matter where they played. They kicked the crap out of us. Green Bay looked good. Detroit looked good on Thanksgiving as well, except for the second half. They kind of went to sleep. It kind of looked like what they did in the NFC Championship game last year. But the Bears weren't the 49ers, so the Bears didn't get all the way back. They had a brain fart. Guy took a sack when they were already in field goal range to tie the game.
Jeez.
And then he takes a sack with 30 seconds left, and they had a timeout, and no one called the timeout. They let the clock run, and he snaps the ball with 6 seconds left, and it's the last play. They still were in range for like a 56-yard field goal to tie the game, but no one called timeout.
Nobody called timeout. Bad coaching, bad plays.
Yeah, that's a rookie quarterback and a coach who evidently the moment was too big for him. I don't know. It's a coach somewhere. You have to step in there. Like, you can say what you want. I was trying to let my player play. Your player obviously was having a brain fart. You saw that. Someone needs to step up there and call timeout. How does not one veteran player, one coach, nobody make the decision there? That's baffling to me. But Detroit ended up winning the game. They should have been up 30-0 at halftime. They're up 16-0 at halftime. Ended up winning like 23-20 or something like that. But to me, this game is where it was going to be played, and it's going to be in Detroit. In Detroit, they're saying it's like the toughest place to play this year. I'm going to go with Detroit. Very close. I'm going to go 31-27.
I'm going to go Detroit as well. I'm going to say 35-17.
Okay, hey, you're going for Detroit to prove a point.
Yeah, they're here to win.
So, that's your Thursday night game. Like I said, we're going to do an NFL episode here that should be coming out on like Saturday. Be looking for that. I know a lot of our people that do watch us every single week. That's what they look for. They're looking for those football stuff. But we thought we'd change it up a little bit with the midweek one. Talk a little basketball. Talk a little bit about life. But you know, be looking for that football one to be coming out on probably Saturday, maybe Sunday morning.
Yes, sir.
And we'll let you know. We'll throw it out there. Remember to like and subscribe. We appreciate all of you.
Peace.
Have a good one now.